Today you're watching the 163 Reasons Why Real Estate Agents Fail YouTube channel. And today's presentation is all about failure reason number 14. You're going to benefit from this presentation because you're going to discover the answer to a very important question. What do cockroaches and failures in real estate have in common? I'm about to change your life in real estate for the better and provide you with valuable solutions to the challenges that you face every day in your real estate business. These solutions are not available from any other source. Because I sold residential real estate for over 20 years in South Florida, I learned 163 ways in which real estate agents can fail. Now that I'm retired from the real estate business, I just want to give back to that business that provided me with such a very good living for so many years. You can always tell the real estate agents that are on their way to failure. They have a certain way of speaking and acting that you just can't miss. Let me share this true story with you from my 20 years of selling real estate in South Florida. For the sake of this presentation, let's call this agent I'm talking about Bob, which of course isn't his real name. But one day when Bob and I were in the office, I overheard him on the phone. Bob was pitching hard a fizzball in a very aggressive manner, looking for that appointment. After attending several sales seminars for real estate agents, Bob had a speech pattern that you couldn't miss. Every time the seller said he wasn't interested in what Bob was saying, Bob would shoot back with a pre-programmed response. Many times he would be interrupting the seller and talking over him. How rude is that? Just listening to Bob on the phone made me feel very uncomfortable. Picture yourself on the other end of that phone with Bob. How would you feel if all you wanted to do was hang up the phone, but you were just too polite to do so? Of course you would feel uncomfortable too, just like I did. Am I right? After almost 15 minutes, Bob ran out of rebuttals to the Fizzbo's objections as to why he was not going to give Bob an appointment. It was only recently, though, that I made a rather disgusting connection in my mind about Bob and that conversation that I overheard years ago with him and that Fizzbo. The more Bob pushed, the more he appeared to be exactly what he was, which was nothing more than just another desperate real estate agent willing to say whatever is necessary in order to get in the door of that Fizzbo and get the listing. That leads me to the title of today's presentation. What do cockroaches and failures in real estate have in common? The answer to this is very simple. Both of them are pests that home sellers just want to get rid of. Don't you agree with me that you know a real estate agent in your office or your area that always seems so desperate for a listing that they'll say and do anything to get the seller's John Hancock on a listing form? No wonder that real estate agents have such a poor reputation with the public. You'll benefit from my presentation today because rather than being like Bob, there is a more professional method for making people want to do business with you rather than being insulted by agents just like Bob. So I want you to never forget this. Talk to home sellers and home buyers only in terms of why it is to their benefit to do business with you. How do you do this? First of all, what you do is you listen very carefully. Then you empathize with their problems. Then you demonstrate to the home seller or buyer the solution to their real estate problems and why it is that you are the best person qualified to deal with those problems. Never be aggressive, pushy, or insulting to people because that is such a turnoff. Don't be like a cockroach or that Agent Bob that I was talking about, that was talking to FSBOs and expireds. Because all they want to do, all the home sellers want to do then is get rid of you. So don't be a pest. Always treat people with respect and dignity, and then you will become an invited guest into their home, and the home sellers will want to do business with you, as they should. This channel uploads a new video every day, 7 days a week. Until next time, go out and give a home seller your unique, planned, word-for-word listing presentation. Take the listing that is priced right and get a 7% or higher commission. You can do this.